absolutely insane. That was the crazier sweat than my cash last year. That was a needle in the haystack type of sweat. A come from behind win. We're down 6 points with basically just Palmer left. The third place team had Mahomes and Sutton. Mahomes had just thrown a passing titty to Pacheco. Where'd that team end up?
Yeah, no, this was such a roller coaster ride through and through. Didn't see this team even coming up the leaderboard until it was there, and then, man,
Where
I
did
mean, Stafford put us through a medical clinic today, beginning with his dump off pass to Henderson, which gets stopped at the 1 yard the 1 yard line, and then from there they just basically give it back to Henderson and let him run in the touchdown instead of doing a quarterback sneak with 1 yard to go. So at
they
that
made it
point,
harder. They made
behind
it
the
harder.
scenes, that people don't realize, that's when I'm beginning to get super negative, and we're going back and forth this whole time. And I told you, I said that touchdown is going to haunt us. That will be the reason why this team collapses. That 6 points was so crucial, and then that 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 drive literally went all the way until basically the last, what, 2.5 minutes of the Charger game.
Yeah, it was 4th and 14. The game was basically over if they don't convert,
Right.
and it was a 17-yard pass to Palmer to kick off that drive. Like, we were still down, like, 2.7 points, something close to that, and, somehow he gets there without getting into the end zone. Like, of all ways to get there, 2 long catches. Just so
So yeah, the
crazy.
stars just aligned for us. I don't know. Maybe Pat was like doing some kind of like voodoo, witchcraft, magic
I had
behind the
to. I
scenes
had to.
to make sure that Palmer secured the like 5 points we needed. But nevertheless, we're going to Miami. It's exciting. Super pumped. I mean, it's just like lost for words. Honestly, it's crazy.
It is crazy. So, we already have the, banana hammocks on the way, Miami Vice style. It's gonna say pounders on the strings. Yeah, we're going with a little bit of flair.
I need to
Um,
start like actually doing some sit-ups. But it's December, so maybe it's fine. It's
let's
cold enough.
go. Let's go. I'll use the gym which I created behind me. Maybe one of these days I'll show it. But,
I need to
Jay,
start doing some workouts when I do these BRs next week.
thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Ches, my god. What a crazy sweat. But basically, I think the way this team happens is being on Rashawn Johnson, like, wrongly, right? But at the same
Absolutely.
point, correctly. Like, we both assumed Rashawn Johnson was going to clear for concussion protocol.
Right.
I
And then
think that
it actually would have been the wrong take. Like you said, Rashawn and Foreman clearly were probably going to split, and
mhm,
neither player probably would have got there.
right,
So him being ruled out just gave, it opened the door to Foreman.
right. So it makes it a smash pick. And now when you have pick 71, Donta Foreman, like, if you guys were drafting today, this morning, yesterday, the day before, Foreman was going 40s, early 50s, like, the latest. Like, people were reaching on Foreman, which, it was the right call. Now he gets there. There was a DJ Moore touchdown that got ruled back because I think he stepped out, like, at the 2, right? So
Right.
there is a little bit, dude, there's so much. There's a little bit of luck involved in
Yeah.
these, but,
Absolutely.
shout out to Jewish McCaffrey. Really, really nice team. Lamar, Andrews. It was tough to build from the 12 or 11 spot, even 10. And I think this was the best way to attack it. Gets also Foreman. Wide receivers just really didn't go off this week. Did Josh Downs end up as, like, the wide receiver one
I'm pretty sure he was the receiver one in points, like
and
21
then Mike
total.
Evans?
Um, Just trying to think if anybody outscored Mike Evans as well. Someone had more than 17 on the slate.
Thanks, fellas. You guys are the best. You guys
I
are the
will.
best.
I'll take a look.
But also had Foreman, James Cook. Sacrilegious at one point had 2 lineups in the
Two
top 3
tickets.
for a long time,
Yeah.
like well into the 3rd quarter of the 2nd set of games.
Yeah, he
And
was looking super strong.
shout out to Nick, another 13th place team. In this one, London just short of a touchdown, so 6 points there, 27. Wouldn't have got there, but very, very close. Foreman, obviously, he was the piece you needed this week. He was the best swap, in our opinion, is sort of what we went with
So
for battle royales.
Puka was technically the second best receiver, behind
Oh
Josh
shit,
Allen.
he went nuclear. Now,
Yeah,
did any of these teams have Puka? Because I couldn't even. Shit, dude. Like
it was close.
Cutler. Yeah, 6, 7 points.
But we had Stafford on our squad, so touchdown to Nuka kind of you know
Right. There's
benefits
leeway.
us a little bit.
There was
We're leveraged off them.
Staffy got 0 points in the 4th quarter. We had 3 people in play, and we were in 3rd place. And we dropped down to 5th. After 45 minutes, we get 2 points between Kelsey Palmer and Matthew Stafford in 45
Yeah,
minutes.
we were close to losing to either Sutton or Deontay combinations
Or
with
Pickens.
or Pickens with 3 players uh, left to go.
I want to find that Pacheco team. Did that team it really cooled off? That's crazy because he was in. This was it. This must have been it. 34, 35 points by Mahomes. Just really, really, really cool. And we're probably not stopping here. We are going to try to go for a second ticket. 5 weeks left of these. So hope to see you guys in the lobbies with us on
Yeah.
these upcoming weeks.
Yeah, I hope they keep it, $25. I mean, it filled
It
super
filled.
fast.
It filled.
I wonder if they're figuring it out, like with with the promos, the top 2,000 teams, money back. I'm pretty sure. Like if it all adds up, it makes sense. I think they would
Mhm.
rather have it at $25 and fill it as
Yeah.
opposed to 50, and then it doesn't fill. Like I think they end up making the same amount,
Right.
because the entries are obviously double at $25. It evens out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, because they basically just doubled the 50. The amount of entrants,
Yeah.
the amount of people that get their money back was 2,000 instead of 1,000. But what a crazy, like 4th place gets $75. That's why this contest can be so heartbreaking.
Painful.
Absolutely
Yeah. Yeah, we were
heartbreaking.
talking about the guy under us. Like, he's gonna look back at his phone, pulls up his phone, sees that he finishes in 4th place, only 0.24 points or so behind us, and goes from $10,000 to $75. And I don't know.
And
That's
so much
just
more, and so much more. A chance
and a
at
chance.
200K. Like,
Yeah.
obviously. And, Nick said it best. I need a vacation. So, what's the best way to do it? To win a contest of 5,200 people.
Yeah, and doing something you love, like football, fantasy sports. Like it's
Hell
just
yeah.
it's like all around like a great combination.
Hell yeah. I think we can both agree the double tight end team did not deserve to get there, but there's actually one in 2nd place too. Insane. Insane. How many points did Gino get today? Do we have the Gino stats? Who's got this? There it
There you
is.
go.
14 at
So actually,
0.76.
Stafford was the right call.
So that's what, 2.8? We
I'm trying
lose.
to like think back to that draft. I'm pretty sure I took Stafford at the
Oh
5th
my
round.
god.
And so the person that was drafting
Oh my god.
in the first spot, he actually had Cup on his team. and he opted not to take Stafford. He passed Stafford, and so I grabbed Stafford in the 5th round. I'm
You
not sure the next available quarterback. I
you
think
sniped
there
him.
might.
You
I didn't
sniped him
know.
on
No, he sniped himself. I passed on Stafford for Palmer,
I think
and
I
then
remember
he
this.
passes Stafford, and he
I remember
passes on
that draft.
Stafford.
We'll have to see if we did this one live because that would be even cooler. Even cooler.
Yeah,
But we would have lost by 0.04. We would have been 132.26
right.
with Gino.
Yeah,
There was Gino, Tyler Lockett teams. At the end of these, one play, and you could be sent to the freaking realm. You could be sent to 50th place. Shout out to Dave. He was in it. CG was in it. Crash Rich. I mean, he's a volume drafter, but he's always up there.
I mean,
EDN3 was in a
you
lot
gotta
of
shout
ours.
out also, the BR winner because
Oh, we
he
will.
cleaned up today.
We will. Herzig Monkfish is a pounder. Just really. Let's sneak over to Battle Royales real quick. That was just he was really on Foreman though. Like to get first, to get fourth.
Yeah,
And then he's
so 30
15th.
37, a casual $37,000 day between
Probably more, bro. Like
4 lineups.
how
No, I
many
mean, yeah,
drafts did he
he
do?
definitely did more, but I'm just saying, just between 4 entries, he made 37 grand, and
So
yeah,
insane.
that's a pretty good day. Good day
Lamar,
at the office.
Kelsey. I was talking about this on the live stream. Like, how many people are going to go Lamar Andrews and just going Lamar Kelsey's a quick little twist? Now Foreman, I didn't end up with too much Foreman. Like, I wasn't reaching on Foreman in Battle Royales. I was really just, I think I was just swapping him with my Roshan shares.
Mhm.
Um, After Rashawn goes out, obviously should have drafted more Foreman. It's obvious now. But he gets there with what, like 16 carries? It's not like he had a crazy workload. He ends up getting hurt in the 4th quarter too.
Right.
3 catches, so 19 total touches, which Foreman is a dog. Like when that guy's given the opportunity, he always shows up and he's got that dog mentality. Like if you look at his story, like growing up and like I guess he like struggled really bad. So he's always had to prove himself and just really cool. Really cool to see
Did he
him
finish the
get us
game?
there.
Because I saw at one point he was limping off, or he's by the medical tent
I
towards the
didn't
end.
know if it's I know he left in the 4th. I don't know if he ended up going back out.
Not that it mattered. At that point, he had
No.
3 touchdowns. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown. He did his job for the
Everyone
Bears. They were
e
killing the Raiders.
exactly. Josh Jacobs was probably one of the biggest misses this week for me.
Oh my god,
Um,
for everybody. I mean, we all thought
w
that Jacobs going against the Bears, which is a leaky defense, right? Um,
with
Backup
no
quarterback,
Jimmy.
no
Right.
Jimmy. So you just thought the game script was going to be like, and it actually was for Foreman.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
were on. They were. They went. All their points came through rushing, but we all thought that the Raiders were going to do that as well, where everything would go
Yeah.
through Jacobs, and it would just be like you know, like on the ground game.
Right. Check downs, and it just was basically it was Foreman doing all the work on the other side, which, it ended up being just fine, just as we wrote it up.
Yeah.
But my god, excited. Congrats. I'm excited to go to Miami with you, bro. Um, I mean, the next step is getting another ticket. We're not gonna stop here, and then, after
Definitely not.
that's it's 200K up top.
Yeah. Well, technically 190.
190 because the
Yeah.
10K is already included.
Yeah. They deduct the 10K off all the tiers. So
Mhm,
190 is top prize. If you
mhm.
finish in the last ten places, so 26 to 36, you don't win anything. You get, a 2-day vacation though. You get to
Let's
have some
pull it up.
fun.
So 26 to 36, yeah, like you said, it's 10K, and that's just the initial 10K that goes into the account. You
Yep.
get the free trip to Miami. You get a free +1. 21st to 25th, you get an extra 2 Gs. The goal is 10th, top 10.
10 or better. 10 and better, and you're happy. You know?
Definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. So cool. So cool. Guys, thanks for coming out. Nick, what do you have to say to the Pounders?
Anything's possible, honestly. I mean, look, I had 40 bullets going into it, so I didn't max it out. You just have to get a little bit of lucky, for sure. And
Yeah.
I guess have fun with it. I mean, shout out to Underdog for this sick contest.
Yeah.
The opportunity for sickos that are drafting every day to participate in this. It's
It
awesome.
You said it perfectly. It is a contest for sickos. It is really tough to make money on this contest because it is the ultimate top heavy contest. I
Hmm.
think as the weeks go on, it's going to fill quicker and quicker because people want a chance
Yeah.
to get to Miami.
Yeah, there's only
So
5 more contests. So everybody's like every other week now that you don't get your Willy Wonka ticket, let's call it, they're just
yeah,
gonna be like licking their chomps,
yeah.
hoping to get in.
So cool. Guys, thanks for coming out. We're gonna go celebrate off stream. Appreciate you, Pounders.